Hello everyone, Reza here. In this video, we will take a look at how to modernize our classic Power Apps. With app modernization, we will focus on the new modern theming aspect and see how we can leverage the modern controls to brand our app by leveraging the themes. We will also look at how to make our classic Canvas app fully responsive for different device sizes and orientations. So let's begin. I built this Power App using the classic controls. The data is displayed in a gallery experience. The user can select a specific item in the gallery, look at the details. The user also has the option to edit a specific item, where the user is free to make changes. Simple two-screen Power App. The home screen that has the gallery, and then the form screen that has the form control experience. The same app is what I have modernized by leveraging the modern controls in Power Apps. The modern controls create a focused, less cluttered design. They are built for performance, they are fast, accessible, and are designed keeping theming in mind. These controls are based on Microsoft's own Fluent design system that powers majority of the Microsoft experiences. And with tons of new updates, we now have a new modern theming system that we can take advantage of. The gallery here leverages a combination of modern and classic controls to represent the data. App modernization should also ensure that the app is responsive in nature. As an example, if I was to visualize this app on a tablet experience, we can see how the controls reposition themselves. If I was to view this on a mobile experience, I can change the orientation of the device as well. I can select a specific item in the gallery to edit, and this takes me to the edit form experience, which leverages most of the new modern controls in Canvas Power Apps. So let's focus on the home screen here and let's modernize this. We have the theming experience in Canvas Power Apps, and this allows us to change the theme of our app. And once we do that, the classic controls will change the brand depending upon the theme selected. However, these themes are standard themes and they cannot be customized. Plus, if I was to add a classic control, the base control follows the theme. And if I was to change the theme, the control that I added also changes its color based on the theme. However, if I was to make any modifications to the color manually, and if I was to change the theme of my Power App, that control still sticks to the manually set color. So it has always been a challenge to theme or brand our Power Apps. We get a new theming system. To enable that, I will go to Settings, go to Upcoming Features, and turn on the preview feature, Modern Controls and Themes. And the moment I turn this on, the classic theming experience goes away and the new modern theming experience comes alive. We have been provided with 6 themes to begin with. And if we click on Learn More, we can learn about how we can leverage these themes to change the appearance of our app. These themes come in with pre-baked objects that we can directly reference in Power App. App.theme is an object that gives us information like the name of the theme, the colors that theme supports, The theme that we set will have a primary color, and then we have been provided with 7 darker shades, and we have also been provided with lighter shades. Let's go ahead and add one modern control to see how it respects the theme. So I'll go to plus and let's insert a modern button control. Go to theme and now observe as I change the modern theme, automatically that button's color will change. However, the classic controls do not respect the new theme. So let's take the rectangle shape as an example. It has a property called fill that has a specific color to it. So I'll take note of this color code because I'll show you an easy way in which I can replace all of these colors in one go. So I'm just saving the color code for reference later. And to set the fill property for this control using the modern theme, I can use the app object dot. We have a new property called theme dot colors dot, and this will list out all the colors that I can take advantage of. I've got the darker shades and I have the lighter shades, or I can pick the actual primary color. The classic control has its color updated based on the modern theme that I have set for my app. Let's change the theme to steel. Both the classic control and the modern control has the color updated. For classic controls, I would have to go through each and every screen and each and every control and make that change. And that is a lot of work. I had copied the color code. So to change this in one go, I will head over to search, go to replace. This was the color code that I was using. Notice when I search for it, there are 21 instances where this color is leveraged in the app. I would want to replace this with my primary theme color. I'll click replace all, click replace, and in one go, it will go and replace that color across all my classic control experiences where that specific color was utilized. And if I was to change my theme in one go, you can see how the entire brand of my app got updated. Next, let's improve our gallery design experience. In this gallery, I used a rectangle shape control. So it kind of adds that background effect. So I'll go ahead and cut this specific classic control. Go to my gallery, edit. I will go and add one of the modern controls, which is called badge. I'll position this control right here. I'll drag it across the entire template size. This badge control has an option called appearance. This follows the theme of your app. So if I say filled, it picks the primary color of the selected theme. If I change this to ghost, it kind of disappears. Outline will have like a border effect. And tint, it will leverage one of the lighter shade options related to the brand, which is a good option as I'm trying to add a background shape to my gallery items. By design, it's circular. I can change this to square, rounded, which creates these rounded edges. Content is the text. I'll set the content as empty. And this control, I will reorder this and send it to the back. You can see how I get this nice card-like experience. And that follows the modern theme of my Power App. Next, I have plenty of label controls here. One thing to note about the classic label control is, if I was to reduce its width, you can see how some of the text here starts wrapping, and it only tries to fit all that data in that space that I have defined. I can go ahead and set auto height, but there could be a case wherein there is so much text that it starts overlapping my other controls in the gallery. However, with the modern text control, we have more flexibility. So I'll go ahead and delete this, edit the gallery, and insert the modern text control. I'll position it right here. If I have wrap turned off, what it does is it places the amount of text based upon the available width of this control. And if there is additional text, it will simply put 3 ellipses. Another control is info button. So I'll add this into the gallery. I'll position this on the top right. And when the user will select this, I have a property called content that I can set. This I will set to this item dot, I'll pick name. And if I preview the app, observe here there's not enough real estate to fit the text. So it has the 3 ellipses. But if I click this, it will give me the entire name. Another facet that you can add to your Power App experiences is emojis. So here, since it's representing a date, the text property under 2 double quotes, Windows dot, this will open the emoji keyboard. I'll search for date and pick the date emoji. So that places that emoji right here. After that, I want a space, and then I will concatenate it with my formula. So now we can see how it represents the dates with an emoji. And I can do the same thing for my other label controls. We have the classic icon controls. Now let's try and replace these with the modern button control. So this one would be to view the item. For the text of this, I'll simply put the greater than symbol. I'll reduce its width. Now I will copy the onSelect code that I have on this icon control. And for the onSelect property of the button, I will paste the same formula. So I can remove this view icon control. I can add another button. This will be for editing the text. I can add emojis, edit icon, position this right here. If I select an item, it will show me the view form experience. If I edit an item, it will take me to the edit form experience. Responsive design. To enable responsiveness for your Power App, go to Settings, Display, and the first setting we need to turn off is Scale to Fit. And additionally, you can decide if you would like to lock the orientation of your app. So I'll turn Lock Orientation off. Now at this point, if I preview the app, observe that on a mobile device, this is how the app is rendering. If I view this on a tablet device, it's cutting off on the sides. Currently for this screen, I am not leveraging the responsive container controls. Once we enable responsiveness, if I go to new screen, we have been provided with a few responsive layout based screens. But in this scenario, I'm trying to modernize an existing app. So the first step I will take is I will go and insert, go to Classic, search for container. Now in my app, I have this header section and then I have the gallery and they are placed vertically. So I will begin with a vertical container. This container I will position on the top left to begin with. The width property for this container should be based upon the current width of the screen. I will change this to parent.width. The height property I will set to parent.height. This I will rename to main container. Now the first thing I would like to add in this container is my header experience. My main container is a vertical container, but I want this header label, this icon, and the image to be shown horizontally next to each other. So for that, I will select the vertical container and go and insert a horizontal container inside the vertical container. We can nest containers. This I will rename as my header container. The label, the image, and the icon I will select by holding the control key, right click, cut, select the header container, right click, paste. So they will all go and sit in the header container. The rectangle shape, I will go ahead and delete. Now my header container, it's taking the entire real estate of the screen. That's because the header container has this property called flexible height that is turned on. I want my header container to have a fixed height. So I will turn off flexible height, and let's say I give it a fixed height of 50. This container, I would like to give it a color, which is the fill property. This I will set to app.theme.colors.primary. So following the modern theming standard. I have my label control. I will set its alignment in container to stretch, and flexible width I will turn on. The icon control, I would like to place it to the left of my image control. So select, reorder, move left. Alignment in container, I'll select center. And for the image, I will do the same. And now, if I preview the app, the header now is fully responsive. If I view this on a mobile experience, if I change the orientation, if I view this on a tablet experience, held horizontally, vertically, if I go to my window size, the header is fully responsive in nature. However, the gallery has a fixed width to it. So to make this gallery responsive, the first thing is I would like to put it inside my main container. So I'll select my gallery, right click, cut, select my main container, right click, paste. And observe when I do that, there is a glitch here. All the controls, they lose their widths. All the controls are present, just that their positions are all shifted. For the gallery control, there's a property called wrap count, and I have set this to 3 right now. If I change it to 2, it will show 2 items in a single row. And this wrap count, I will make it dynamic based on the size of my screen. And all I have to do is set this to the name of my screen, which is home screen, dot size. Now screen size is a property that can approximate the size of the device or window. And these sizes have been designed keeping typical device types in mind. So if I preview the app, I'm on the desktop experience, so you can see it fits 4 items in a row. If I go to a tablet experience, it's trying to fit 3. If I hold this vertically, it's trying to fit 2. And if I view this on a mobile device, it's trying to fit 1 item per row. My gallery, if I go and click edit, this is the template size of my gallery. And I would like all the controls to be set within this. The badge control, the width for this, I will set as parent.template width. And the height, I will set it to parent.template height. The controls that I have added within the gallery, all of them I have positioned it manually. For example, this info button should be on the right hand side here. For the X property of this button, I will say parent.template width minus self.width. Now it will perfectly sit on the top right, because if I preview, you can see on any device, this info button will always be sitting on the top right. My label control, the width for this, I will set it to parent.template width minus. Now these buttons, I want them to stick to the right hand side. Edit button, X, parent.template width minus self.width. So that will put it exactly on the right hand side. And let's just give it 10 pixels from the right. My view button, its X position will be the edit button control dot X minus self.width minus 10. So now if I preview, you can see how it sticks exactly on the right hand side, and depending upon how much real estate is currently available on the screen. And for the three controls that I have right here on the bottom, I will select all of these. Width, I would want to give all of them equal width. So I'll say parent.template width divided by 3. The first control, position it bottom left. The second control, its X position will be my first control, which is LBL created by dot width. And then my status controls, X property will be LBL priority dot X plus LBL priority dot width. So now if I preview the app, you can see how all the three bottom controls will be equidistant from one another. Fully responsive, supports all screen sizes and orientations. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching.